mujja kunsonyiwamuko omuntu gwe ndi naye wa luzungu. I don't know whether tunambalako n'oluzungu naye nga regardless we need to move on. So my brother, he came late. That's why he slept late. That's why I've come late.
Woke up late. Still trying to adjust to Dubai time.
Oh my goodness. So Freeborn Official is my name. As usual, I'm with a brother from another man, bro. Can you please tell the viewers, who are you? What's your name?
My real name is Ian Opio War.
Who?
Opio.
Opio.
Yes.
Opio are in these names for people from
the north.
Yeah.
Paluo, the Chope.
Which language do you speak there?
Langi.
Okay. Yeah. Can you make an introduction in Langi?
Okay. Let me start. Kopango. The response is Kope. Itimabe. Atie. Then you say.
No, I'm lost.
You're lost.
Let's just start from there. Okay.
Also,
now, Opio. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Sula.
How is Dubai so far?
Dubai has been not as hot as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's been good. With temperature is good. The time adjustment, 1 hour difference behind Uganda. So
before coming here to Dubai or where have you been?
First I was in Uganda for a bit. Then I had moved also around East Africa, to be honest. I was doing a couple of movements for the promotion of the music.
Okay.
I'm a musician as well. Before I came to Dubai, my mom was actually here on business. So she just said, you know what, just come this side, come join me for a bit before I also go back, and maybe we can see what we can do here together.
What were your expectations like as in the Dubai at large? What is the image you had before about Dubai?
Image of Dubai, I think before I came to Dubai, because I've always passed here in transit when I'm going. I was based in Canada before. So
hey,
yeah.
You have been in Canada?
Yeah, I was studying in Canada.
Oh my goodness.
University.
Canada. Okay.
Yes. So I'd always pass through Dubai, but I'd always stop at the airport. Was never like getting out to move around the area. So the perception of it stopped in the images. People just posting the
so
nice.
I don't know that image that you had.
The image I had. Everywhere.
Is it the reality that you are seeing, or the reality is totally different from the image you had?
Before the exposure, the reality was like the one I had in my head was everywhere. It's just skyscrapers and oceans and boats and Ferraris. But also I've seen the other side of Dubai, which also helps us remember like to relate to people all around the world. We're from different parts, but we can share certain things in common. Especially like the, let's call them low-end areas, which is mainly Uganda as well, third world country.
All right. So that is Mr. Himdos. I'll try to simplify for that everyone can understand. Now, let's come back to your genesis of music. Basically, in most cases on this platform, we talk about entertainment news, everything concerning entertainment. So that is where our focus is.
Right.
Now, when did you get that idea of maybe becoming an artist? Like, when did this idea start?
First it was just a passion, just to love music first. Like, I want to actually, before even creating it, just the love of like knowing that someone can make it and it be nice even before it goes out there. So the love was the genesis, but now the business, when I actually started doing.
But of course, the genesis, it should be having some inspiration.
Yes.
There's you start love after getting inspired by something.
By something.
Yeah.
True.
So who's that exactly person like that made you to pick the inspiration? Where you pick the inspiration from?
I would say, let me start from like Uganda specifically, like just seeing even the big guys, Jose Chameleon, Eddie Kenzo, Bobby Wine, Bebe Cool. My biggest is Eddie Kenzo. I like him a lot. Just seeing them within the area, being able to like create videos, shoot, make the music first, shoot the videos, travel, even if it's just nearby places, if it's just cassettes, they would make it happen where you see a person can actually represent their music first. So the immediate inspiration was these ones these domestic artists who are now big artists now. Then when I traveled to Canada, 2017, I left. I was about 17 years old at the time. So before entering a business, I was like, let me first do school, figure out which direction I can take. Then uni is when I was like, I have all this free time outside like classes, because my uni classes also weren't that packed. So in those 3 hours, I just said, you know what? Let me look into the music business first before now doing the songs themselves. Now,
like something I want to know from you, like, are you in music as for now? Have you started business music, or you are still in the inspiration music, or you are still doing music as in you are still building music, your career?
Business music, to be honest, because I did the official business. I have a record label called Don Kingdom Records. It's space.
Don?
Don, D-O-N.
Okay.
Kingdom, the way you hear Kingdom.
Don Kingdom Music
Records.
Or Don Kingdom
Records. Yeah. So we started 2019. I was the first artist, obviously, with the first few
2019.
2019.
But then you started from Canada.
From Canada. Yeah, everything was actually from Canada, like officially business side. So 2019 was the first look into it, like seeing behind the curtains of how they put together these artist projects, artist shows, even tours. Now there's companies that have signed them. So the business side is now you have a record company, which now gets the artist.
Now, in most cases, record companies, we expect it to be having as many artists as it can.
Yes.
So, for you starting up a music record in Canada and you start signing artists under your music label, you side artists from Uganda from Uganda?
From Uganda.
You're not telling me that there's some artists in Canada who are Ugandans?
Actually, not even Canada. Right now, the one artist who I have, and I think most people can look him up, it's called I-Blade. He's in Grenada right now, but he was in Uganda the first time when we met. I met him in 2019, and then we started doing music together. I was already ahead with like 3 or 4 songs in terms of being able to put them on Spotify, Apple Music, and just being the first in it. So it kind of helped him go like, you know what, let me be with this guy, learn from him. He's like, I think a year younger than me as well, so it wasn't even difficult to have that kind of connection. So that was where it really started from in terms of signing artists.
So like, which kind of music do you do? You do English version, Uganda version, your local language version?
All 3, to be honest. Luganda young and Tono is very small, but
I understand people from that area. The Uganda is in Tono.
And Tono, purely in Tono. So, but I can survive at least in some places. So the Luganda part of it I actually incorporated much later. First was the English, because I was like, I'm in Canada. These people respond mainly to this kind of music, and also Afrobeat was still like catching. It's fire. It wasn't really like on everybody's radar in Canada. Unless you are a Ugandan or a East African who has traveled there, then you can really expose people to those things. So it was a mix of both at first, but the focus was hip-hop music for me. Then I diversified into Afrofusion after, which is a recent diversification with the new project I'm actually doing this year.
Now, roughly we should say that you are 6 years old in the industry.
Yes.
Being in officially, because if you opened up 2019 officially, then that means it should be like 7.
Yes,
6 years.
Yeah, this is 7th year actually.
Yeah. Yes, so now, what are the most challenging part of the industry? Like the most challenges that you are facing as for now, that you feel like everybody, man, here.
It's a bit. The most challenging thing I think for me was first the setup of the infrastructure of a record label in Uganda. I'm not saying they weren't there before, but the ones that were there before, like the Kasibwiki Records, Fenon Records, all these big Swangs Avenue, all these big ones, they followed their formula, which worked at the time. They actually invented the blueprint for it that worked at the time, when even this structure wasn't there. So the biggest challenge I had was first to see if my music could fit in that model, but because also my vision was to take it around the world, even if I didn't know where to start from, I didn't know how to fit really in those established companies. So in terms of Uganda, it was difficult to not meet with them, but just to show them that what I have is also possible to be marketed, even if we're moving into different directions creatively.
And the fact that you had not been on ground for quite long, and it would be kind hard people to welcome you or to feel that in you. You get my point. So now, how is it so far? Do you feel like you have some enough connection in Uganda whereby maybe they can also recognize you as an artist or as someone who's managing a music label?
Actually, yes. Recently, I think people have now started to see it more, because we focus. The first thing I did when I started the label was to focus mainly on visuals, official music videos, because I noticed even big labels, they would have a lot of output for the videos, but it was rare. It would be like a spacing of 2-3 months. So I was like, you know what, let me start making people first see me, and also the other artists I've signed first, before you even want like heavy albums. So the visuals really helped me get people to go like, oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, I've seen him maybe walking here, Acacia. It was first helping me to be seen and identified first.
That might be when you're in people, you shouldn't look like a stranger.
Exactly.
At least someone should be having that. I've never seen this guy.
Exactly.
I might be not knowing the exact spot where he could have seen you, but at least that image comes in the mass.
Yes, that's very true. Exactly. That's really, and me, I didn't realize that it had traveled that far until certain people also in the industry reach out to me and say, I like this, I like what you're doing. Even Sound Like Baby is an artist also in Uganda, very big artist, even growing right now. And like, he's really my friend from back then. So even the verses he would give me would be like, he would be so generous to give me music. And for him, he's like established in the like the local, that real domestic side of the Ugandan music.
Actually, that's where I want us to go. Like, oh, what is your biggest audience? Like, what is your target as you are doing this music? What's the largest audience that you are targeting? You as you.
Largest audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Largest audience I'm targeting, to be honest, is the youth. They call them the new wave Ugandan artists. That's like the stamp of, actually I'm part of that as well. So like the new generation who mix tradition, like your culture. Like even my artist name is King Chope. Chope, direct translation is Chope from my side of the tribe. It means no men, no work. So I wanted to incorporate that as a brand, first to take it around the world, but also to show people like the Paluo people are also still alive. The tradition is still very much alive.
Have our people from the north or from the area, have they welcomed you, as in when you get there, do they give you that vibe of like, maybe this is our own, wow, like how maybe how Ed Kenzo can go to their home village in Masaka, and like, hey, this is Idirisa, this is Idirisa,
Yes.
How is it in your home area?
Recently, actually, I did a show in Masindi, Kirandongo. It's called Echioro. Echioro was a compilation, even Spice Diana headlined it. It was a compilation of different artists, both local and then local of their side, the northern side, and then also like central artists in Uganda. So we combined them on the same stage, and the embracing was really good because I brought a live band, which is called Next Level Band by the Uganda, and they basically helped me make my music being able to be received by those people. They created sounds that they would respond to, even if the language was just a few. I put a few lingo of Langi in there just to make them go like, oh yes, you said Itieniwo.
That means,
how are you?
Okay.
How are you all?
Thank you so much to our viewers who are watching us Talk Time with the show Freedom Officials. My name, and of course, Generation Gadgets Kasese are the #1 gadgets plugger in the Western region. In case you're outside there, you are looking for a very genuine gadget, iPhone, Samsung, Google Pix, and all their accessories. They're the only people who supplies genuine gadgets. Urekiride ndoka tangira ibo kakuri bisimu everything digit wendo kwa Generation Gadgets Kasese. Of course, I'm still with one and only the man from North, who's now currently in Dubai. We are going to be interacting. We are going to sharing a lot with him. And of course, don't forget that abana baba isunzire hedi yabero musanju hano ma Dubai. Muchita sohoka, reason being abakansobana nemukana saba mutumukanza hedi asubule chiro chiwe mukanza mubane ofu bamulete ini chiro chiwe nyubo simune ofu mama saba mutia yuba muheku basamuleta ekiro kyo. So ahambera aho tukia tunumasa tukabesha updates ese ekiro kyenyine nyine ngiyo nga akinsasula chakangaye. Now